One of the questions that came up in our breakout room was like the jumping mechanics. We'll use
Uh-huh.
Jordan. We'll use Jordan as an
Yeah,
example. So like when a lot of the jumps, his knees come together, and
sure.
then we're here with the ankle bone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is that mechanic a natural GOATA thing, or is that WOTA? There was kind of confusion about where my knee should be during like a jump, for instance. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so we really get a chance to expand on that, right? So if we really boil it down, when the foot touches the ground, it's packing pressure. Okay, so the same way that the lungs are going to expand and open up away from the midline as pressure enters in, and as pressure leaves, they close back to the midline. The same way the leg will expand away from the midline as pressure packs in. So we call it a backdrop, and the way we teach it is off of, we use a couple different things. We use a two-way go discussion when we're talking about like cuts and jukes and things that seem to put legs, in a wider stance on the playing field. What you'll still see is the same pressure wave exchange. So if I want to move to my left, I actually push off my right. And there's that same exchange of pressure. So what we're actually looking at here with Jordan is still the right leg touching down. And this is where pressure becomes so crucial. So if you make the mistake of judging the movement right here, you'll say, hey, he's heel striking. But what we look at GOATA is, well, where's the pressure? His center of mass is still sitting behind the foot. So he actually hasn't loaded the pressure into the system yet. But what I want you to do is I want you to watch his right leg as he actually loads up this pressure. And you're going to see a certain shape start to take place. So now he's getting into the place of like pack, pack, pack. And each frame is more and more pressure in the system. And by this point, his center of mass has traveled from behind his heel bone to literally sitting right on top. So now he's actually got the pressure packed into his leg. And what you're looking at is clearly a bow shape. Straight foot, inner ankle bone high. There's my bow. And the way that this jump takes place, so this is the jump. Like this is the double leg jump that everybody goes for. You see it in the volleyball world. You see Jordan dunk off of it quite often. It's not actually a bilateral, bunny hop or like a broad jump. What they're doing is you've seen it in like animal documentaries, or you've watched your dog do it in slow motion where they're running and they're galloping. And it's like right, left, right, left, right, left. And when these guys get this jump going the right way, it is more of a right, left, like firecrackers going off, bam, bam. And it creates the appearance of a double leg jump. But if we watch Jordan go through this exchange, you'll see as he gets the bow loaded on his right, now he's going to start to close the right leg. As he's closing the right leg, the left leg's touching down and it's getting ready to load. So there's the exchange, bow, corner. And then you look at his left leg where the knee is at sitting in. He's going to get more pressure in the next few frames, and watch how the knee shifts out. We just need to see the behavior. So the knee starts to translate out. There's his bow, there's his corner. And like a ricochet, right? If I've got my leg holding still and I slam the legs in really quickly and I try to contract, which will be needed here, you should see a little heel away right there. And then the leg might kick off that wall. And that's what you see. And you look at that and you're like, well, his heels are in. But if you watch the full movement, his heels track back out because it's such a violent wave, you can imagine how much power you need to get this jump off. He's going to lay a big amount of the pressure in the back leg, corner it. Now he releases, and then watch his left leg corner it. And now when we finish and we're in the air,